How about that stuff? A little bit of live up in this piece. I need to adjust my camera just a little bit. How about we do that? Slide a little bit over here. And yeah, what's going on, peoples of the internets? It is post Thanksgiving here in the States. This is Friday, obviously, and yeah, I figured I'd do a live stream. I got a couple unboxings I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this little one here. I got a box over here, and then we're just gonna chat for a hot minute about the weekend and whatnot. So, hopefully, those that celebrate Thanksgiving had a really good time, ate good food, hung out with good family and friends in a very safe environment. Obviously, it's COVID times. We can't all be hanging out with people and have to be doing the safe thing. So, however you kind of did your family gatherings this year, hopefully they were distant. Hopefully they were safe. Maybe you went online a little bit. Maybe you distanced that way. Who knows? But all in all, hopefully you had a good time. Rob in the chat saying, "What's up? What's going on, brother?" But yeah, I got this actually box handoff from my boy Oak Ridge. He lives in New Jersey. He actually dropped this off on the day before Thanksgiving on Wednesday. I'm frozen. Les Paul Slayer says I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Is everybody frozen? Or just me? Rob, let me know what's up. Let me know if I'm frozen, brother. Anyway, yeah, maybe I should go check that stream on myself, because I don't know why I'd be frozen. Usually this doesn't freeze on me, so you'll have to see. Let's see what we got going on here. But as I was saying, we're in holiday weekend here in the States, so we'll see what's what. Let me check this feed to make sure I'm okay, and we'll go from there. I don't know why I'd be frozen. Usually this doesn't freeze on me, so looks like I'm good to go on my end, so it's got to be you, Les, unfortunately. Anyway, yeah, my boy Oak Ridge dropped this off on Wednesday. Didn't get around to it Wednesday night. I ended up, Thanksgiving, I put myself in a tryptophan coma. So I figured I'd do it today, and I ended up getting another box of beer. I usually don't do a beer mail unboxings from breweries, but it's a new brewery, and it's got an interesting story around it, so I figured I'd do that one too. So we're going to do that, then we're going to ramble that Sunday. We're going to actually be doing a live stream on Sunday, hanging out on Sunday, having a good time with a couple different people. We'll talk to that in a minute. So let's do these unboxings. Like I said, Oak Ridge does the old socially distanced handoffs here. So there is no technical unboxing. There's just two beers. I know who they're from, as far as who gave them to me and what brewery, but I don't know what they are. So we have Mental Reflection. These are both Heights Brewing beers. This is India Pale Ale. This was canned 9/11, so it's a couple months old. Nothing wrong with that. 7.2% alcohol by volume. Pretty cool label on that sucker. Love me some Heights Brewing. I've dug what they've actually thrown out there. And this is their Ancient Feelings. Looks like it's probably late in September. September. Ancient Feelings, 6.5%. Kind of pale ale. So thank you very much, brother. I dig me a West Coast style on this jammer. And this is India Pale Ale. They don't tell you what style. So I'm going to assume it's a hazy. Yeah. Two little Heights jammers. That'll be nice. So yeah, you got those. And I got a new brewery coming down here. Like I said, this is a 5 Rabbit Cerveceria. That might ring a bell for some of you out there. They reached out to me the other day, and they're like, "Hey man, we dig on your beers and our beer reviews, and our friends from Hop Butcher kind of mentioned you, and we'd like to send some beers." These guys are from the Chicago area, and you might know them because they actually made a anti-Trump beer. Was it Chulo Tupulo? What was it called again? What was that beer that they made? Let me look it up real quick. Chinga Tapulo was the name of the beer. And they had good reason for putting that beer out. A lot of people, Trump's an easy target. He can't speak normal words, and he's just crazy and all that stuff. So it's easy to make fun of that person. But these are one of the first breweries that actually did anything anti-Trump, and the reason why they did it, they actually made a house beer for Trump Towers out in Chicago, and then Trump dropped this whole, Mexicans are a bunch of, murderers and rapists and all that stuff, and they were like, yeah, we can't fuck with that shit. So they made that beer, and that's what they're known for. At least that's what I knew them for. But they reached out and said, and they actually said it right off the bat. They're like, yeah, we're that brew that made that beer, but they're like, we make a lot of beers that are not that beer, so we'd love to send you some stuff off. So they sent me a nice little hat there. I'm not a hat wearer, so that will go to somebody else. A little bit of stickers. There's the beer I was talking about, Cinque de Pulo. This is going to get, I'll probably put that up there somewhere, because I love that. Actually, I got two of them, so one goes in my beer fridge. Got a little bit of buttons. I love myself a little bit of buttons. And this is the brewery logo. They actually have a pretty cool logo. I'm digging it. So, got a bunch of fun little jammers in here. We'll see what we got. This is the Ironica IPA. This is a 6.7% Azaka Citra and Amarillo India Pale Ale. Can in October. I like that. I like that label. That's cool. I can get down with the neon. Let's actually move this to a place where you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. Slide that over. You do not need to see the box. You do not need to see all this wrapping that is making... I just made this way harder on myself. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Ironica IPA. We got this big one here. This is a Creminous de Passion Fruit. It's really cool. It's got like a who's that one? What's their name? God damn it. Oh, 8% alcohol by volume, passion fruit, double India Pale Ale, passion fruit, and lactose. What's her name, man? God damn it. My brain is not where it should be. Oh, you're talking about passion fruit and lactose in a double IPA. Another October jammer, 8% alcohol by volume. I dig their logo. Even their basic logo is pretty cool. We have the beer and mention, the Cinque de Pulo. This is the blonde ale. Like I said, when I was going over the reasoning behind this beer is that they made a blonde ale basically strictly for Trump Towers. And no, I'm not thinking of Uma Thurman. I'm thinking of it's a tattoo woman. I forget her name. Anyway, they made a blonde ale specifically, and when Trump went, first time he went crazy on that stuff, they decided to pull it. And I assume this is the same beer that was going into Trump Tower, so that'll be pretty cool. And some people be like, low-hanging fruit, you're going to bust in the president, do all that fun stuff, but, you're a brewery that your roots are kind of in, the kind of Latin community and stuff like that. So when stuff like that happens... some people could be like, well, they're making money off the guy. I'd be like, well, things change, ideas change, your priorities are your priorities, and when someone steps on you like that, I'm glad they moved and did that kind of stuff. So, this is their Vida de Muerta. This says Muerzin. I assume maybe it's a Marzen. I could be wrong, but it's a beer brewed with caramel and spices, so maybe it's a spiced Marzen. Let's see, it says, meaning of life and death on our fall seasonal beers of Day of the Dead, and past ancestors and recent departed are honored. Vienna and Munich malts lead to smooth caramel cookie flavors. Dulce de leche, milk caramel, and a touch of subtle autumn spices make it a bit like a graham cracker. So I assume this is kind of a Marzen with spices on it. So I'm kind of digging this. And yes, Two Blondes Drink Beer is actually chiming out. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool label. The labels are really nice. Who doesn't love hot pink? Come on. You make, awesome. Betty, I want to say Betty something. Betty Grable. It's not Betty Grable. Making fun of the guy in the White House. We're all winning right now. Let's see. We have 5 Vulture. This is Oaxacana style dark ale. This be a... let's see if they have a little bit of story time on this one. It says 5 Vulture is a rich dark ale with complex malt aromas, toasted sugar notes, and long, rich, spicy finish. Yeah. There's chilies in here. Rancho and Mulatto chilies at a rich and direct fruity complexity with just a tickle of heat. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. I dig that. Yeah. Les Paul saying holiday beer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Two Blondes saying not enough hot pink labels in life. No, there is not. I will attest to that. 5 Rabbit Golden Ale. I wonder how, maybe we'll do a side-by-side because we got a Blonde Ale and a Golden Ale. I know they're markedly different, but not really. This one's probably higher in ABV. I assume the Blonde Ale, I didn't even read anything about it. We should read this one because I didn't read anything about it. It says, Stop the Hate. It says, a brewery has no business meddling in politics, right? Probably so, but this hit very close to home to us. We decided to take the stance against racism, misogyny, bigotry, and ignorance. Quite possibly too small to make any real difference, but our protest is real. We would like to stand up for those who promote, stand up to those who promote hate and fear. Fear is not the American way of life. So let's tackle this extremism and any ideology that divides people instead of uniting them. Bullies aren't leaders. Yeah, I should have read that. I don't know why I skipped that. That's a really good one. Do they have the ABV on this? I'm kind of curious. I do not see an ABV. And this one is their Golden Ale, but this is Mutueca hopped, 5.3% Cerveza Dorada. This is bready malty notes and a hint of light caramel, balanced by a bright citrus Mutueca hop aroma and cold condition for smooth finish. Yeah, there we go. And Lee Russell, the king of beer tube, chiming in, saying doing something novel, or doing something with a Marzen, novel idea. I know. Who'd have thunk it, really? 5 Lizard, passion fruit wheat beer. I like passion fruit in small doses, so I'm kind of curious to see how this comes off. Wheat brewed with coriander, lime, and passion fruit. I love the combination of lime. I think lime and passion fruit work together very well. It almost like lime is like cuts through a little bit of passion fruit, makes it a little bit more palatable for me. 5 Lizard is a creamy and refreshing wheat beer with some spicy complexity with a bold and tangy splash of passion fruit for delicious and slightly exotic flavor. Exotic. It says, in Aztec mythology, 5 Lizard is one of the 5 gods of excess, serving to warn us against gluttony, debauchery, and at the same time also represents dance and sexual desire. This one's going on Pornhub, is what they're saying. So I should do this one on Pornhub. And last but not least, we have... Whoa, okay. I got really excited because it's a Pilsner. Super Pils. But it's a Super Pils. So it's a 7.2% Pilsner. We're all over the place here. That kind of makes me kind of happy. It says Super Pils. Listen, love the labels, but when you put small black lettering on a black background with no kind of stroke or anything around it, it's kind of hard to read. It says Super Pils takes the flavors you love in a Pilsner and puts them against breaking point with their bold Euro trash hops. They said Euro trash hops. I like them already. Onto a smooth and malt character. One gulp, I believe it says, and you'll see we're not kidding around with this super thing. There you go. I like them because the labels kind of run towards the bottom of the can and they're kind of half falling off. It kind of makes me even happier about the beers. That's pretty much it. I got a nice little hat. Yeah, I'm not a hat wearer. And this is very tiny, so this is definitely not going to fit my fat head. So we'll see what we'll do with the hat. We got buttons and look at that. I mean, yeah. Anytime you can make fun of that dude, I'm a happy camper. So that's a fun little box. So I got my little box of ice beers. From my boy Oak Ridge. Got new brewery time in the books. Like I said, I usually don't do brewery unboxings, but you know, I got it just before I went live, so I figured I'd do that. And yeah, there we go. And what's next? So Sunday we're gonna do a live stream, and by we I mean a couple of guys I usually roll in. I'm gonna make it accessible to a bunch of different people. So if anybody else wants to join in, you're more than welcome. As far as beer tubers go, in combination with a couple different things. So I wanted to do a kind of, you know, thankful beer. I want to do one of our online bottle shares that we typically do about once every month or so here. I put the poll up the other day, about 2 weeks ago, and I said, you know, what do you want to do? You want to do we hate everything or we thankful for everything? Oddly enough, everybody wants to be thankful for things, so I am much the curmudgeon, so I would have loved hating on stuff. But we're going to just kind of drink local, and we're going to talk about the, you know, what we're thankful for in beer. I think that's kind of a good thing. Every now and then step back and not be as cynical and not be as douchey. I know it's possible. I can do it. I have faith in myself. And talk about what we're thankful in beer. And we're going to do that in combination with a couple other people in the beer tubing community, because Sunday is actually Small Brewery Sunday too. And it's going to be a combination of what we're grateful for, and we're going to sit around and drink some local beers. And that's not local to me, it's local to you guys too. So you're more than welcome to grab your local stuff, or not local stuff, and just kind of hang out and drink some beers. I know a couple people who Nerd Sense guys might stop by. I believe Kyle from No Hype. We have some international fodder in here with Thomas Open from the Dutch Beer Collective. We'll have a couple different people pop in. Maybe we'll have Lee or somebody from up there in the old Canadian way kind of pop in. So we're going to do that on Sunday, earlier in the afternoon, probably around like 2-ish, maybe 2-ish in the afternoon, give or take, and just sit around and drink some beers. I already have the preview kind of what a placeholder video up on the channel. So if you want, kind of set a reminder for that for you guys, if you'd like to sit around and join along and just basically hang out, shoot the shit, and drink some beer. Maybe I'll drink some of these along the way. We'll see what's what. I've got a little bit of stuffy nose, so I'm not in the beer reviewing mode. So we'll see what's what when it comes to that. But yeah. Hopefully you guys join in, so it should be a good time. So if you want to join in, just sitting around and chatting, all that kind of stuff, great. If you want to, you know what I mean, join the video feed and you're part of the beer tubing community, let me know. More is welcome. We're going to be doing it via StreamYard, but it's going to be the StreamYard Premium, so we can have up to, I believe, 10 people join in, so it'll be fun. So I think it'll be fun. It should be fun. We usually have fun. So there you go. A little bit of unboxing, a little local stuff, a little Chicagoland stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little quick video. I am going to sit around and watch some movies with the wifey when I get off of this. So hopefully you guys had a great holiday weekend if you celebrate. Hopefully you had a great weekend. I keep saying weekend like it's the weekend already. Hopefully you're having a great start to your weekend. And hopefully see you guys on Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. And yeah,